Alright, Gadgeteers, welcome back. Interesting video today. What I want to do here is a BIOS update of my Tomahawk B450M, I believe it is, motherboard by MSI. And I want you to guess by the end of the video why I'm doing the update. And I want you to put it down as a comment before the video is over, because at the end I'm going to tell you why I'm going to do it. But anyway, I think many of you will figure it out. Just wanted to show you my current version is E702AMS.120, BIOS build date 9/21/2018. So as far as BIOS updates go, if everything's working, I never ever do an update, especially on modern motherboards. They are so sensitive. So I usually wait until I need to do something. There's a reason why I need to do it, and the reason is here. And so I'm going to go ahead and do it. First thing I have to do is select my Windows SSD. So normally I boot from the UEFI. No, that's not right. I'm pretty sure it's the SanDisk. Nope, that's the one that's selected now. Let's go down and see if we can find any other. Not the hard disk. Interesting. I do not see Windows at all. Now, I was hoping it was in my Linux menu, but I remember something going wrong and it got knocked out. I may have to select no, not that. UEFI USB hard disk. Not sure. Let's leave it the way it is. And we'll go ahead, close. Yes, I'm sure. Okay. Now you see here on the menu I've only got Fedora and then system setup. So my Windows drive is not showing up anymore, even though it's plugged in. So I'm going to do a Control Alt Delete, and then I have to watch on the bottom and see if I see a menu option that'll let me choose the boot. It goes by so fast. This just goes to tell you, oh man, I saw something about Control F5. Hold on one second. I'm gonna go back and look at it. Sheesh. It's F11, so let's do Control Alt, delete again. Boom. Yeah, didn't take it. Control Alt, delete, and F11. See if this helps us any better. That boot screen comes up for 1 second. All right, we got it. So now you see that all my SATA SanDisk stuff is showing up. The SATA 2 is Fedora, so I don't want to select that one. One of them is a 1 terabyte, and I don't really know which one it is, so it won't boot. So I'm going to try this third one, which is actually, these two are the same, as you can tell by the serial number. We'll try this one, and if this doesn't work, I'm trying to think of why I have so many SATA drives. 1, 2, 3. Oh, because one of them isn't an SSD, which is probably this one. It's my 4 terabyte spinning drive. So let's go with SATA. You know what? I don't think I'm going to do that. Because you see ST4000, I'm thinking that's the 4 terabyte drive. Alright, this one is an SSD. Let's try it. You can just tell how much I boot to Windows, and there is the beloved window. Yeah, if you want to do an update, you gotta use Windows. And I really, like I said, I don't like doing BIOS updates unless I absolutely have to. Alright, there's my boot screen. I'm going to get logged in, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are in Windows. And my experience with BIOS updates is that essentially the latest update has all the previous BIOS versions settings. So I should be able to download this one right here and do the update. So it is 9.28 megabytes. I gotta accept the fact that they use cookies. Yeah. So what are we doing? Oh, we just have to click it again. I'm gonna go ahead and save the file in case I have to do this multiple times, which you know how it is with computers. Usually do. And okay. And downloads will be perfectly fine. And it looks like it has downloaded. So we'll go to the Windows folder. You're probably wondering why I don't do screen capture on OBS Studio down here. I have it all set up. It's because it's not all set up. It's installed and everything, but I'd have to get the microphone working and all that. And nah, sorry guys, I'm just gonna do it this way. Why don't we do it by date modified? There is our zip file. Let us extract all and see where it's going to extract it. That'll be perfectly fine. And do a refresh. Hello? Have I missed something crucial here? How about by name? There it is. Okay, well, there's the update. Now I've got to read the how-to, because each one is different. Yeah, notepad. Okay. Everything opens on the left screen, and I have to drag it over here. This is AMI BIOS release. This BIOS fixes the following problems in the previous version. Updated AMD AGSA combo, whatever. Fix HDMI audio loss issue. Don't have that. But it doesn't tell me how to actually do the update. And I'm assuming this is some type of binary file. Ends with 1EO. So, well, that's interesting. You know what I think I'll do? I can access the 4 terabyte drive on either system. I shouldn't have done that. Let's go back. Copy. Cruise back over the 4 terabyte drive and just drop this file in the root. And there it is. And we're going to go back up here. And oops. We're going to go to support. And we're going to grab the manual. And we'll grab the English version. And let's zoom it in a little bit. That's kind of tiny. All right. Hopefully I won't brick my motherboard. That'd be terrible, wouldn't it? Then I could buy a $600 motherboard. My wife wouldn't mind at all. Okay, SATA, front panel, specs, package, block, overview, BIOS setup, entering, resetting, updating. You may need to restore the default BIOS setting to solve certain problems. Go to BIOS and press F6 to load optimized defaults. Oh, I could short the clear CMOS jumper. Hopefully I won't have to do that. Updating BIOS with mFlash. Please download the latest BIOS files that matches your motherboard. Insert the USB flash drive that contains the updated file into the computer, and there's a specific port, I believe. Insert the USB flash drive that contains the updated file into the computer. Press delete key to enter the BIOS setup during post. Go to BIOS mFlash. Select one file to update BIOS. Select a BIOS file to perform the BIOS update process. After the flashing process is 100% completed, the system will reboot automatically. Or I could do this: install and launch MSI Live Update 6. Select BIOS update, click scan, download. It's all the same to me, I guess. Well, just for fun, I'm going to try and download this MSI Live Update and see what we can get done. So MSI didn't make this very easy. There are literally 12 versions of Live Update, and they are not versions as in one's older and one's newer. Each one of these do specific things for specific hardware, motherboards, etc. And I don't want to get the wrong one, so I've just went ahead and taken the BIOS file and put it on a USB thumb drive, and I'm going to go ahead and close everything down, watch Windows do its ridiculous file update thingy, and I guess I'll go from there. The stubs have to be put in a certain port, I'm pretty sure, so I'll go ahead and do that. Oddly enough, I don't really get why, because it's Windows, that's why. These are not showing up down there on the toolbar, so I can disconnect. Must be a cool new version of Windows that doesn't have it down there on the toolbar. Oh, there it is right there. Forget it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, shutdown time and reboot. Alright, we're looking at the back of the computer right now, and I want to see if you can actually make this out. See up. Don't mind my dog. Okay, so there's two USB ports back here, one of which has a white box around it. Now it says for BIOS flashback, so more than likely I don't have to have my BIOS. I don't have to have my USB in any special port, but just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to go ahead and put it in there. Okay, the USB drive is in, and we're going to do mFlash. The system will auto reboot and enter flash mode. Do you want to enter flash mode? Yeah. By the way, if I brick my motherboard, wish me luck. I'm going to have to get a new one. Entering flash mode. Alright. Monster Digital. That's the one I put in. And here is the file. Are you sure to select this file? Yes. BIOS is updating. Don't shut down or restart your system. I guess we're going to find out if it's able to restart in about, by the way it's going, I would say in about 3 minutes. Don't shut down or restart system until BIOS update process is completed. Notice, mouse and keyboard would be locked during updating. Does it mean they changed their mind, or what's going on there? Alright, it reached 100, and I believe it powered off the computer. Oh, nope, it did a reboot. So here we go. A tiny little dash up in the corner. That's reassuring. You know, it's interesting that boot screen is smaller now. Well, I tried to hit delete. I don't think I got it. We'll see what happens. Oh, wow. They've completely changed this. I guess they didn't like the cool red color anymore. Anyway, let's see if we can find information about the BIOS. There it is. E7CO2 AMS. BIOS build date 6/9/2020. So we're now on the latest BIOS version. Let's try and reboot this thing. Save and exit. I didn't really make any changes, so it should be okay to... Wow, they said it was going to be faster on boot up. I guess it is. So usually that menu, the Linux menu would take, I don't know, 30 seconds to come up. Ta-da! Let's see if I can type the password in. And we're back. So both monitors are working fine. Computer appears to be working fine. I am doing some XMP testing. So right now I have the memory set for 2933 megahertz. Before it was set for 2133. It is 3200 megahertz memory, so at some point I may go ahead and try 3200 again. It seems like I had a problem even at 2933, but it's been so long I can't remember. Alright, so now's the time to tell you. I can't wait. I'm getting it on Saturday, but I've ordered a Ryzen 3950X and an additional 64 gigabytes of memory. I currently have 32 in because I really want to be able to make this system work perfectly and sing for me for video editing purposes. I don't really do hardly any gaming, as you know, so processor is everything. If you don't know, the Ryzen 3950X has 16 cores in it, 32 threads, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Right now I have the 2700X, which is still good. It has 8 cores in it, 16 threads, works great. But apparently this 3950X is quite a jump. The research I've been doing looks like it'll be about twice as fast, which is what I'm hoping. I have heard people say that if you have a B450 motherboard that the change isn't quite as much, but I did read a really good article. I'll have to put it down in the description if I can remember where I got it from, that took all the B450 motherboards that are available and put the 3950X in it and tested the speed to see how good it was. And the MSI Tomahawk B450M seemed to be the best, and it apparently had good VRMs, voltage regulator modules. So it was very good as far as speed goes, and the VRMs are supposed to be good enough to run a chip that's as hungry as the 3950X. I also read that the 3950X is not as power hungry as the 3900X. I don't know why that is, but it might be the die process. It might be a smaller nanometer. Hard to say. I haven't done enough research into the difference between the 3950X and the 3900X. Pretty excited to get this 3950X installed. That's why I did the BIOS update, and I think everything's in order to put in the new processor when it comes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. If you really enjoyed this video, and I know you did, send me $1 my way via Patreon, and I will be very appreciative. It'll go towards doing things like what we're doing today with a hardware upgrade that's coming Saturday, and of course the BIOS upgrade that we just did. Thank you. This video was made possible with support from viewers like you. If you find this video useful, consider becoming a patron for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/fastgadgets.